This week we reveal a brand new bounty hunter, revisit our old favorite Cad Bane, and more.
Listen, I am your father.
My father? You saw that, right? I'm not just hallucinating Vader from beyond the grave again?
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Okay, let's just go to the news and try and get out of here before he comes back, okay? Who doesn't love a good, or I suppose bad, mercenary? There's a new bounty hunter in the galaxy of Star Wars Marvel Comics, the aptly named Diva. Part feathery lizard, part woman, and 100% badass. Just look at that mohawk. Debuting on the pages of War of the Bounty Hunters, Jabba the Hutt, Diva will appear in all 4 tie-in one-shots and connect to galactic lore all the way back to the High Republic. That's right, Diva's been using a lot of moisturizer because she looks good for someone who's been kicking around for a couple hundred years. To take a closer look at covers and concept art, including this terrifying character study, head to StarWars.com/thisweeknow. And also in the world of comics, first we had Tales from Vader's Castle, then Return to Vader's Castle, then The Shadow of Vader's Castle, and the collected works in Beware of Vader's Castle. And this Halloween, we return to our favorite space opera haunted mansion for IDW's new miniseries, Star Wars Adventures: Ghosts of Vader's Castle. The new 5-issue miniseries from creepy Kevin Scott promises undead droids, our favorite cyborg Sith Lord, back from the grave, and of course, Jackson. Take a closer look and hear more from the writer and president of the Jackson Fan Club now at StarWars.com/thisweek. We're just a few days away from the release of the next wave of books in Star Wars: The High Republic. But if you can't possibly wait that long, Star Wars Insider issue number 203 hit newsstands and store shelves this week, and inside is an exclusive new High Republic era short story by Justina Ireland, Hidden Danger. Climb aboard the Starlight Beacon for the annual conference of the Galactic Agriculture Alliance, which you can imagine is going to be tense after all that during your business. Neat. I mean, neat! And right now, StarWars.com has an excerpt from the magazine featuring a new interview with creature effects expert Neil Scanlon. Head on over to StarWars.com/thisweeknow to read all about it. Last week, Star Wars The Bad Batch delivered a cliffhanger of a mid-season finale with Reunion. Still not over it. We finally got to see Professor Wrecker in his full glory teaching Omega all about his beloved explosives, but then those pesky scrappers had to go and ruin it for all of us. Crosshair and his Imperial cronies returned to bring a world of pain down on Clone Force 99, stopping at nothing to eliminate his former friends. But he also got a taste of his own medicine in the process. Not mad about that. And as if the Batch needed one more problem, they escaped the Empire only to be confronted by another deadly bounty hunter. So where's Omega? Tune in for the next episode tomorrow on Disney Plus, and we'll see if Hunter and the rest of the crew can't get us some answers. And to hold you over until then, today we got a mid-season sneak peek for The Bad Batch, recapping some of the conflicts so far between Crosshair and Clone Force 99, and providing glimpses of things to come. Watch it for yourself now on the official Star Wars social channels. 2 words, Cad Bane. That's right. Last week's episode of The Bad Batch saw the return of the ruthless and infamous Duros bounty hunter. Now I know what you're thinking. How does one capture his effortlessly cool style? Well, that's something you need to discuss with your personal stylist. But if you want a little 101 on who Cad is, I can help you with that. Let's roll the tape.
I'm your worst nightmare, pal.
So, you want to learn all about Cad Bane? Well, we first met Cad Bane way back in 2009 in Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 1, Episode 22, Hostage Crisis. Right off the bat, we learned how tough he was when he and his group of bounty hunters held a group of senators captive. We weren't joking when we said ruthless, cruel, and calculating. No job is too dangerous. For the right price, of course. And Cad always looks good doing it with a look that was inspired by actor Lee Van Cleef's famous characters in the cowboy western films The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and for a few dollars more. In his personal arsenal, Cad is equipped with weapons galore, including twin blaster pistols, gauntlets studded with control devices, a concealed bola, explosives, and rocket boots. Man, I love some rocket boots. So now you understand why we're so worried that he's kidnapped Omega. Guess that about does it. That's it for this week, but for more on these stories and other news from around the galaxy, check out StarWars.com. And be sure to join us right here for This Week in Star Wars every Thursday. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.